Quentin, are you ready for some D&D?
Are you good now, Swag?
Yes.
Alright. Everyone, hello. We are in the city of Medusa, in the country of Kalam, on the continent of Certain, where there is a mixture of tropical and desert regions all across the land. Kalam itself is known as a bit of a tourist trap with a lot of commerce going through, but it is housing to the most people in all the country, based off its history of immigration and previous settlements. Riku, you are currently making your way towards the middle of the city. You are heading towards one of the main buildings known as the Gateway, where you are meeting two colleagues that will be helping you in your investigation of an ancient ruin that was recently discovered. As you're getting through the city, there's all kinds of different architecture based on residents and the age that they were built in. Some have smoother stone in the building, some are more rough and blocky, like more set concrete blocks. But as you get to this like middle oasis type, there are these segmented little lakes that curve around these five main buildings. And the one in the center is the tallest pyramid. I would say it's Aztec-like build. The other four joining off a little bit on each corner, and they're similar in fashion, but only 2 stories each. And you head to the one that you know as the Gateway, and waiting outside of you are 3 other figures. One you recognize as Ginder von Lifscher. He is the High Scholar, one of the main council members of the city, and is in charge of everything, including the gateway. And the inside of it. Everything inclusive to the gateway is under his control. And you see with him, and explain your character's appearance.
And into the Discord chat.
So I'm a stout-looking, not really human. I'm a semi-human. I've got like elvish ears, but the rest of my body is humanoid. I have a set of very heavy half-plate armor. The rest of my armor is like thinner and more leather-like in appearance. Probably same height as me in real life. Very average for a male. I mean, I don't really wear a helmet. You can see this brownish hair coming down my head about midway. And I'm holding there's a lot of like weird metal things wrapped around me. My hand has this metal disc on it with these leather attachments holding it in place. It looks very odd and out of character for someone who is wearing such heavy armor. I don't really have any weapons that are like major. I've got like a little sword strapped to my side and like a bag full of darts, but that's it.
Riku, explain yourself as you're approaching the other 3.
Alright, so I am in Eladrin, and I am in my summer form. So I am currently like all like gold and yellow looking across my whole body, and I have long yellow orangish hair, and I have long pointed ears like an elf because I am I believe a variant of an elf. So yeah, and I can change my form depending on like the season. So like all the seasons I can change my forms. But right now I'm in my summer form, so I'm all golden. I have like this long like kind of like a cape, and it is also golden as well, and it kind of matches like leaves. Yeah, that's which me.
Alright. Von Lifsher sees you approaching and says, yes, hello, my friend. I guess you finally arrived. I haven't been waiting too long, but it's definitely has been a little bit of a wait. But I hand you off these two studious pupils of mine. This one knows a little bit more about worldly things involving magic, and this one over here knows a little bit more about, let's say, just how to fix things up, I'll say.
Okay.
But yes, these are the two that will be accompanying you. As per the agreement I've had with your own teacher.
And I'm gonna extend my hand out, kind of shakily towards Riku, and say, "Hello, I am Dallas."
I will shake his hand and say, "Nice to meet you, Dallas."
Sybil, are you going to speak?
No.
Okay.
I'll shift my face over to him, but you can't really tell because I have the mask on. Very formal about it all.
Von Lifsher, he says, yes. My Sybil here has been one of my, I'd say, closest with teachings and followings, and I've given him a little book that you better keep safe for me. That's all I have to say to you, young man.
I will.
Or
It'll be fine.
we shall see. Go. I shall get back to all my matters, for I'm a very busy man and want to keep it so. And so he will just walk off back towards his main building. And Riku, you know your next stop is going to be the Geology Center.
Okay.
That is where you're supposed to meet three other people that are supposed to help. One being a guide, one being muscle, and then one being another expert in fields.
All right.
If you'd like to make your way there next.
Are they coming with me?
They should.
Okay, I was making sure.
As we're making our way there, Dallas, I'm gonna ask Riku. So, what do you do? What is your specialties?
Well, Dallas, I am a cleric, and I am also very fond of religion and of the ancient artifacts of the world. What about you?
Interesting. I make things, pieces of applied science,
Interesting.
imbued with magic often, but still does have a magical nature to it, or a technological nature, I'd say. For that is applied science, after all.
Yeah. I want to ask Sybil what he does.
I'm just a researcher with these people. Not much more to know.
You all are heading north, back out of this oasis setting, into more of just the buildings everywhere. You can see as you get further outward, like the whole style and textures change. You can see like the rock and stone, all the other material, it gets aged back further and further. But you're heading towards the bustling market area, but right before you get to the actual market, you head right, and it takes you another few minutes or so But you get to the building. You get to the Geology Research Center, and it is a beautiful structure in that how it's made doesn't make sense on an architectural level. There's a lot of curving and winding of different white quartz and stone. Little tiny gems embedded here and there, but they're like set behind a um, translucent stone, so it's not easy to pick from them, and as most people would think to do. But there's an open archway, no doors, waiting at the front. Going into there, you can find 3 of the people that you're looking for.